right, good evening everybody and welcome back to Walks on Wall Street. Today is December 8th, 2023. It's about 9:40 p.m. And we're only going to be on for about an hour. Just wanted to check in and see how everybody's doing. Hopefully you all had an amazing week. We have been gone. We have been MIA, no pun intended. I've been in Miami for about a week. However, starting tomorrow, we will be back in New York City. I'm going to be flying back to New York tomorrow, and then we will be back on our regular sort of scheduled programming here. I also don't have the microphone, so it may be a little bit windy, so just please excuse that. But we'll go ahead and get started. I just want to quickly check in, see how everybody was doing. It's been really beautiful weather down here. Not super hot and humid, which one would expect from down here. It's actually been like 68 degrees at night, which is quite cold for Miami, Florida. We are streaming outside of the 200 Southeast Financial Center. This is the temporary headquarters of Citadel Securities. You have the Metro Mover station across the street. Tom Wilson, what's up? Good to see you. So this is the building we actually used to have the WeWork office in right here. But Ken Griffin bought out the entire 20th floor, and that is where the temporary headquarters of Citadel, or at least where they will be for the foreseeable future until they can build, until they could build their new office tower in Brickell, which would be great. We also have Morgan Stanley and a few other major notable law firms here. We'll get into the markets. We'll sort of talk about the markets next week. Again, as I've said, I'll sort of be back in New York probably late tomorrow night, hopefully. So let me put away my laptop here. See who we have in the chat. Hey, I see Michael. What's up? Steph UF. Good to see you. Bree Grams is here. What's going on, Uncle? Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Ernie is here. Tom Wilson. It's good to see you guys. Now, this is sort of the brand new, I would say, open office space here. This is the Aston Martin Tower, or the Aston Martin Residences. And yeah, I think the only other thing, a little bit of an update, go ahead and check your email if you have not already. I did send out to everybody the Behind the Street newsletter last night, right at around maybe 8 o'clock p.m. So go ahead and read that. I think there's some interesting things in there. So let me turn on my Do Not Disturb mode here. Hey, DM, good to see you. Hopefully you're well. Just hey, Tom and everybody. Tom, you did a great job with the newsletter. Appreciate it. Now, here was the only thing. My internet is not too good here. So I was trying to upload the property tour of our new project at 19th Street, but I couldn't. So we're gonna have to do that a little bit later. Now, I noticed you guys see the GTA 6 in the headline there. Now, I've never even really heard of that game, to be quite honest, but I've gotten so many emails about it, sort of talking about, since you're in Miami, you have to do some live streams there. Oh, Action Kid, what's up? This is 500 Brickell condo and 41 Southeast 5th Street building, clearly in GTA 6. Yeah, so I watched the trailer. It was only like 2 minutes long though, so I don't know, I guess that's pretty exciting for the city of Miami. I guess it's a very notable franchise game, I guess. I've never played it, but it's rumored that they may make over $1 billion in sales, or I don't know, whenever it drops. I don't know when it's going to drop, but once again, I don't have the microphone, so it's going to be a little bit windy tonight. So just bear that in mind. But we'll try to walk over to Brickell, and then here in a moment you'll be able to see Brickell Key, which is always nice. Yeah, but AK, it's actually, you know, it hasn't been that hot here in Miami, Florida. It was actually pretty cold the last 2 days. It only got up to a high of about 70 degrees, and at night, one of the nights I was here, it was 55 degrees at night. Now, 55 in Miami feels really, really cold. So riding the Vespa home at night, I was cold. I wish I had a jacket on. It was kind of crazy. But yeah, Colton Manning, what's up? Good to see you as always. Now in the distance, let me see if I can kind of zoom out. I think that's the lowest we'll go. You can see Brickell Key, which is gorgeous. And there's all these yachts that sort of go back and forth. But this is its own private island that is secluded from Brickell and downtown Miami, which is really, really nice. And whatever restaurant this is always has really nice cars outside. I think they call it Met One. Now, right as we turn this corner, this is one of the most, I would say, one of the most notable buildings now in downtown Miami. This is the Aston Martin Tower, or the Aston Martin Residences, which is almost complete. I think this is about 98% sold out. Stunning building, absolutely stunning building. AK, you're right. Novico is the restaurant. Met One is the building. AK, we gotta have you down here, my friend. You haven't been down here in a long time. I haven't been down here in a long time either. I'm glad to be back. I wish I could spend a little bit more time down here, but I mean, man, let me tell you, I took about a week off. What was it? Monday through Thursday I took off, just to sort of recharge the batteries, and my God, I really, really wish I could spend a little bit more time down here. It's just so nice. It's fantastic down here. It's clean, it's beautiful, the weather's great. It's awesome. Hey, Steph UF says we've had fantastic weather in Orlando. Yeah, it hasn't been humid. It hasn't really been hot at all. Like I said before, one night it was like 55 degrees. It was actually kind of cold. Oh, look at this. I think this is new. They never had the lights on before at the Aston Martin. As we cross here, maybe we'll get a little bit of an update on the dock situation. Now, one of the convenient things about having a condo unit in the Aston Martin building is you don't necessarily have to drive your car to get to your house. There's a dock here, so you can just drive up on your boat, walk right into your apartment and go upstairs, which is pretty cool. Hey, RB says, evening Tom and all, good to see you, RB. Charlie Richardson, welcome. Hey, Jules, what's up? Jules, I was golfing on Wednesday, which was fantastic. RB says, welcome back. Yeah, I'm glad to be back. Unfortunately, I have to fly back to New York City tomorrow, so I thought I was gonna have a little bit of a longer trip down here, but I found out that I wasn't, so I decided just to take, Monday through Thursday off and, kind of hang out around Miami, which was great. Oh yeah, that's right. Happy Hanukkah to all of our Jewish listeners. I believe this is the second night, the first day, the second night of Hanukkah. So happy Hanukkah to everybody who celebrates. Absolutely. This is my favorite shot here of Brickell Key, which is fantastic. Amar says, hey Tom, will you be coming back to Miami again this month? Not December, but I will be back in Miami the first 2 weeks. The first 2 weeks of January, which I'm looking forward to very, very much. Matthew says, hey Tom, I'm a little late joining. No, we just started. Says, what did you think of the GTA 6 trailer? I mean, I've been getting a lot of emails about it. Apparently it's one of the largest video game franchises ever. So that's why I just sort of named the title that. But yeah, I mean, I guess it looks cool. I mean, supposedly they're hosting it, or the map is going to be in Miami, right? Or Vice City, as they say. Now, across the way is the W Hotel and Tower, or Icon Brickell. But it's beautiful here. Absolutely beautiful. One more look. At the Aston Martin residences. Hey, Allison Williams says, welcome back, Tom. So glad to have you back. Hello from Freeport, Bahamas. Very cool. Yeah, it's good to be back. It felt like, even though, what has it been? Only 5 days we haven't been streaming? It seems like it's been months. I don't know why it feels like that, but it does. But yeah, once we get back to New York, we'll be on our regular schedule. Let's just say that. Hey, hello from Ottawa, Canada. Good to see everybody. I've been seeing a lot of Canadian license plates down here now. This is usually when a lot of the snowbirds start to come down to South Florida. I've noticed the traffic in downtown Miami, as well as Brickell, has been pretty crazy over the last couple of days. I also believe the Art Basel is in Miami, which is, I think that was taking place at the Miami Beach Convention Center, or at least some events were. Hey, Days Works is welcome back to Vice City. It's good to be back. Wish I could spend more time, but it's definitely good to be back for sure. I like how they have the lights now on the side of the Aston Martin residences. It looks like they're just finishing the driveway too. Look at that. You can see the ramp going up. Looks like they've almost finished it. So you'll be able to drive right in that little rotunda, and I think they have the elevators there too, which is cool. This is that new restaurant, Hell's Kitchen by Gordon Ramsay. Not sure how good it is, but hopefully it's doing good business. It actually looks like it's kind of busy. Oh, cool. Zach Drew says it's lit. I'm in Wynwood. Oh, that's awesome. Damn, I haven't been to Wynwood this trip to Miami. Maybe when I go back, or I'm headed back to Stony Isles Beach. Maybe I'll take a detour through Wynwood. I haven't been there yet this week, so I'll have to try. Hey, Austin City Limits. Yeah, I forgot the microphone back in New York, so it's going to be a little bit windy tonight. We're only going to be on for a couple more minutes anyway. I just wanted to pop in and say hi to everybody. Hey, A Carter says LA is better than Miami. No. What do you think? I'm not too sure. I don't have anything to compare it to because I've never been to LA. Never been to LA. I would love to go to LA. I would absolutely love to go to Los Angeles. I don't know, anybody who has been to both Miami and LA want to chime in? Oh, it actually looks like this place is pretty packed. That's good news. Lemonade says LA is so big, I don't think so. I don't know, I would definitely be open to going to LA and exploring it for sure. Connie says LA is awesome. Yeah, I'll have to check it out for sure. The only sort of reason why I don't think I would like LA as much as New York or Miami, I've heard you absolutely need to have a car when you're in LA. Because there's not a lot of good public transportation, and I don't know. I really need to rely on public transportation, and I don't think I could ride a Vespa around LA. Action Kids, as I have, it's a different culture there. It's very diverse. Yeah, and public transit's not good, right? You probably know a lot better than me, but this is the Epic Hotel and Tower. It looks like it's absolutely packed tonight. Hey, Zozo Bob, what's up? Good to see you. Hey, Don says, hello, I'm leaving the military soon and plan on attending school in the near future and was interested in economics. What do you think? Well, I think thank you for your service. We appreciate that. Thank you for serving this great country. That's number one. Number two, yeah, I think it'd be a great thing to study. Now, you can kind of see the Metro movie going by. I believe the military will pay for your schooling and your education, right? So if that's the case, yeah, I would go back to school and study whatever interested you. However, I will say this. Economics is one of those things that you can kind of be self-taught in, I would say. So maybe, you know, if you're open to it, maybe try computer science or some sort of a STEM type field. I think there's a lot of lucrative job opportunities, particularly for STEM-based careers. You know, economics is one of those things, and I studied economics in college, right? This is coming from somebody, I did criminal justice and economics. If I had to do it again, I'd probably do computer science. But in any event, yeah, I think if you do like a CS degree and you're interested in that sort of stuff, I think there'll be some very lucrative job opportunities. All right, Road Dog, we're gonna get rid of you. You're done? But yeah, that's what I'd do. That's what I would do. Hey, Mark says, good morning from Australia. Good to see you. We'll go behind this truck just in case the light turns as we're walking here. We'll go over the bridge to Brickell. This is going to take us from downtown Miami really to the financial district. But here's another cool shot of the Aston Martin Tower from the other side. Don Ferrari says, sweet, thanks for the advice. Yeah, check it out. You know, and in a lot of financial careers, right? Let's say if you wanted to pivot and you want to work on Wall Street, there's very, very in-demand, sort of in-demand jobs right now, or skills for computer science skills if you want to work on the street. And the highest paying jobs on Wall Street are very math, physics, computer science based STEM heavy careers, right? If you want to be a quantitative researcher or something like that at one of the top firms, you know, they make a very, very good amount of money. But you know, military translates very well to Wall Street, I've noticed. Just do some research on some of the greatest investors of all time. A lot of them have military experience, right? I actually just sent out the newsletter. I sent out the Behind the Street newsletter to everybody yesterday. So if you have not received that, go ahead and check your email. But the main theme of the newsletter was lessons from the top 3 investors that unfortunately passed away this year, right? Which is William J. O'Neill, Sam Zell, and then Charlie Munger. And a commonality between all of them is that they served in the military, right? Also, more recently, I mean, you know, you could name the list, but Mike Novogratz, who we talk about a lot, I think he was a Marine helicopter pilot before working at Goldman Sachs. This is the City National Bank building, or the Miami Tower, which always is one of my favorites when I'm down here to look at. Hey, Lemonade, what's going on? Good to see you. Hey, Jonathan from Florida, what's up? Joe Kansas has got my newsletter, awesome. I hope you liked it. It wasn't as long as I would have liked to make it, but I was kind of in a rush and the internet was spotty, so I couldn't upload our property tour. But yeah, Vinny's like, Zell was always underrated, I agree. Man, that plane is flying really low. Yeah, but you know, Sam Zell, I mean, literally started from nothing. You know, his parents immigrated to the United States just 4 weeks before he was born, right? And they were from Poland, and they were fleeing the Nazis' invasion of Poland. 4 weeks before he was born, they came to the United States, and he essentially built a real estate empire. Unfortunately, he passed away, obviously, this year, but he was a multi-billionaire. So beautiful down here, and you can see everybody all the way on the left eating at all the restaurants. But this is a good view because you're standing on the bridge and you can not only see Brickell, but you can see Brickell Key in the distance. Look at the guy in the little boat. Continue to walk over. windy up here. I think this is my favorite view from this angle. And so that is the Aston Martin Residences. And I believe they have that massive infinity pool hanging off the back. Hey, Gina Thomas. What's up? Over. Hey, Jafet Perez, what's up? Good to see you. You know what? I just noticed this boat. That one's not usually there. Pretty cool too. Okay, so now we are making the transition from downtown Miami to Brickell. This is the main financial district. You can see there's a lot of traffic over here. But we'll turn around one more time just so you can see the brand new Aston Martin Residences, which is pretty cool. Yeah, Colton Manning, it actually does. It kind of reminds me of Olympia Dumbo, that building, a little bit. Hey, Brad, what's up? Brad's Brain is joining us. Good to see you. RPT, I do. I did a deep cleaning on the house. Tenants didn't destroy anything, which is good. You know, just needed a big cleaning. That's really about it. Yeah, it's a very unique city. Someone says, am I walking to Mary Brickell Village tonight? Yeah, we'll probably make our way over there for sure. Absolutely. Now I kind of remember this from last year. They had all the, I guess, the palm trees decorated for the holidays. You can see it right over here. Hey, Chris B says howdy, Tom and everybody. What's up, Chris? Welcome to Miami, Florida. We are now at the W Hotel with the icon Brickell. And you'll notice how clean everything is. I mean, the city is spotless. It's one of the things I love about Miami. It's one of the things that really drew me to the city in the first place. Bacon Sam's. Tom, did you get any swimming in? I haven't gotten any swimming in yet. I might do that tomorrow morning before my flight, but it's been too cold to swim, at least for me. It's been abnormally cool. It has not been humid at all, and there was 2 nights where it was 55 degrees at night. So this is the Icon Brickell. Hey, Patricia Ivory, this is Tom. Have you ever been any other place in the South? Oh, it's very clean. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll check it out. Yeah, I mean, I mainly just spend the majority of my time, you know, South Florida, you know, Miami, Fort Lauderdale kind of area. But, you know where I spent a lot of time this trip? I spent a lot of time in Bal Harbour and Surfside, Miami. My God, gorgeous this time of year. I wish I could have taken some standalone videos for you guys, but wow. Bal Harbour and Surfside right now decorated for the holidays. Unbelievable. It's like a utopia. It's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah, it's fantastic. Let's see if we can cut through here and go check out the Miami Riverwalk. Hey, Steven says, is Miami more expensive than New York? It's getting there, unfortunately. I wouldn't say it's more. I'd say it's probably as expensive now. Some things, right? Some things are more expensive, some things are less expensive. Connie says, you're living in the glory here in Idaho. It's 25 degrees. Oh my God. Yeah, God bless you. I couldn't do that. So I think this building right here, they were doing demolition and they totally screwed the entire demolition up. And to the point where it was so dangerous that concrete was falling down onto the scaffolding and they had to shut down operations. But that's going to be a really, really big office building. I believe it's going to be One Brickell City Center. Yeah, Jonathan says there's no state income tax in Florida. That's true. It's very true. It's one of the few states that don't have any state income taxes. I believe Texas as well. Brad's Brain says it's going to be 80 here tomorrow in Texas. I'd love that. Yeah, Lemonade says I was thinking about moving to Miami or Orlando. Now, obviously I'm biased because I live in Miami, but I would choose Miami, Florida over Orlando for a couple reasons. I don't know. I feel as if, you know, if I'm going to live in the state of Florida, I want to live by the water. I want to live by the ocean, right? And Orlando is just way too far away from the water for me. You know, from my house, if I jump on the Vespa or the scooter, it's less than 5 minutes away from Sunny Isles Beach, which is one of the best beaches here in Florida. Orlando, I think it's what, a 2-hour drive, maybe an hour and a half to the ocean. I don't know. I wouldn't like that at all. I want to live right by the ocean, right by the water. But hey, some people like that, right? And plus, if you're going to live in a very humid climate, you might as well live right at the beach. I don't know. So this is Bank of America, the main Bank of America tower. Let's check out the lobby. Kets 42 says it gets less hurricanes though. I think that's true. I think you're right. I think you're right. Look, there's pros and cons. I think that's something you got to deal with. You know, if you move to Miami, South Florida, or Florida in general, right, you're going to have to deal with hurricanes. It's something you're going to have to deal with. Days Works is what about Palm Beach? For me, as of right now, I say no. For the reason, because in Palm Beach, I think it's way too bifurcated. Like, I know some people who have really nice homes in Palm Beach, but it's almost like too bifurcated there. And it's too much of a way too lopsided for me. Like, Miami is a nice mix. If you live in the suburbs of Miami, North Miami Beach, things like that, you kind of get a nice mix of people. But Palm Beach, it's either, you know, extremely wealthy, or, you know, not too great areas like West Palm. And it's too far away from Miami. It's too far away from the action, right? Now, there's a gentleman by the name of Steve Roth, who we've been talking about quite often on the live stream, and he's trying to make Palm Beach the Wall Street South. Citadel's Ken Griffin has also said that South Florida could potentially be coined Wall Street South. We'll see. We'll start to head in towards the Brickell City Center. Hey, someone says, Thomas, what's your favorite city in Texas? Well, to be honest with you, I've only been to Texas one time. And I went to Austin, Texas. Now, I had a really good time. I had a really good time in Austin. I love the city. I think it's a very nice city. But would I live there? I don't think so. You know, in all honesty, I don't think I could live in Austin, Texas. For many reasons. This is the Mandarin Oriental Hotel all the way in the distance on Brickell Key. So there's only one bridge in and one bridge out. So if we continue to walk down here, we'll walk over the bridge to Brickell Key. And that has some really cool views of downtown Miami. But I don't think we'll have time for that tonight. Vinny says, how about South Beach? I like, you know, South Beach has been getting a lot better. South Beach has been getting a lot better. When I used to go to South Beach in 2014, 2015, it was nice, but I don't know if I would have said I wanted to live there. But now it's actually not as crazy as before, believe it or not. It's not as crazy as before. The only thing they need to fix is the spring break situation, as everybody knows. South Beach tends to get a little bit wild for spring break. I know last year was really bad. I think there was like some shootings down there, like gang-related shootings. So now if we continue to walk down here, you're going to see more of the banks, but there's also a very notable restaurant here. I forget the name, but it's right in this office building at 801 Brickell. It kind of looks like you're in a treehouse. That's really the only way I can explain it. And I think that building actually just sold. I think the building just sold not too long ago. All right, so we'll cross on Southeast 8th Street, and then we will check out Brickell City Center. I definitely notice more people and more traffic down here. Obviously because it's the winter time now, so you're probably getting a lot of snowbirds. All right, now I believe this is where that incident happened. I'm not sure if Zozo Bob was in the chat or still is. I think this is where that massive piece of concrete fell down, right? And they had to halt the construction on the one Brickell City Center. Oh, you know what's a great neighborhood that I was walking today? So right as you imagine, as you're driving down Collins Avenue, right, to go all the way down into South Beach. Oh, what's up, man? How are you?
Good. I love your stream. I watch it every single night, man.
Dude, good to see you. What's your name?
Richard.
Oh, Richard. Nice to meet you, dude.
I know you're here for a short time. You came on the busiest week of Miami.
I know,
Basel.
dude. I know. I wish I could stay longer. I got to fly back tomorrow at 9, so I got to go back. But I'll be back, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. If you ever are back in Brickell, we'll take a walk.
Dude, awesome.
Would love to meet with
yeah,
you. Absolutely.
Dude, hit me. We'll connect.
That is the building where the concrete fell. It's on the opposite side.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I almost hit that car. You probably saw the video.
Yeah, so they're going forward with the construction now, right?
Yeah, so
it's one Brickell City Center, right?
Yeah, they removed the red tape so they can continue demo.
Oh, wow.
And then once the demo is complete, then obviously the permitting.
Yeah.
And they're going to start doing the foundation work and stuff like that, and then finally.
That's awesome. Cool.
Your buds in New York related and Steven Ross, right?
I know, dude. Yeah. But dude, let's connect. Next time I'm down here, send me a DM or something. We'll get coffee.
Yes.
But dude, thank you for watching. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Have a good night. That's cool. I like to be able to meet the people who watch the stream. That's awesome. Very nice people here in South Florida. Now, apparently, according to Richard, there was an investigation. Now they have the permits to move forward with the project. So, assuming it's going to be connected to this. Now, this is Brickell City Center, and it's going to be connected to one Brickell City Center by Related Group. Now, I also think Related put on the old Time Warner Center, which is now the Deutsche Bank Tower, which is pretty cool. I just wonder how they're going to fill these leases. I mean, there's so much construction going up in Miami. I see cranes all over the place. Hopefully they'll be able to attract the tenants to be able to fill some of this stuff up. I don't know. I'm bullish on Miami long term. I mean, if these developers are... Oh, what is this, a one-way street? Or it's a two-way street, but it's like a little bit of a detour. Strange. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, David, what's up? Hey, Tom, good to see you. David is joining us from Southern California. We are in South Florida. What's going on? Yeah, we were talking about LA earlier. LA, SoCal, have never visited, never been, would like to. All right, let's cross right at the Brickell City Center Station, 59th Street and 59 Southeast 8th Street. I wonder how much parking costs here. I'm not sure if you guys remember from our New York City live stream, we were talking about how egregiously expensive it is to park a car. If you want to park a regular car in New York City per month, you're going to pay over $600 a month. If you have a nice car, it could go upwards of $1,000 a month.
Attention, vehicle exiting. Watch for vehicles.
I wonder what the prices are here.
Vehicle exiting.
Hey, Soho Joe, welcome to Brickell. Good to see you. I believe this is the main SLS Lux Tower. Connie says if you go to LA, believe me, you'll love it. I think I will. Anywhere warm and sunny the majority of the year, I will like. I was even thinking about moving to Colorado because Denver, I think, is one of the cities that has like 90% of the days is sunny. So over 300 days of sun a year. But it's actually been cloudy though here. All right, this should lead us into that main Burger King, which I think is sold now and is going to be demolished. And I think they're going to build some massive, I don't know, maybe like a super tall building, something. Probably another ultra luxury high rise. Hey, hang with Mark Moms. This is Tom. I used to live in Colorado and drove into Denver all the time. Yeah, I think I was telling you, I was interviewing with a company called Ping Identity. I'm glad I didn't move there. I think it's a little bit too far away from New York City. I mean, Miami is only 3 hours. You know, Denver, it's a more expensive plane ticket and it's too far. The flight's over 4.5 hours, I think. All right, let's continue to walk through Brickell City Center. So we'll make a right by the Henry. This is that new restaurant that just opened here maybe 2 or 3 months ago. I believe just up to the left is one of the oldest bars in the world, or in the United States, I should say, not the world. Right here on the corner of South Miami Avenue and 7th Street. I think it's this one, the one on the corner, is one of the oldest bars in the United States. Hey, Ethan Jesus, happy Hanukkah, everybody. Happy Hanukkah, Ethan. Thank you for joining us live here from Brickell, Miami. Good to see you. Dale says move to Dallas/Fort Worth. It's about 3-hour plane ride from anywhere here. I'm not opposed to it. I just like tropical climate a little bit better, I should say. All right, another look at the Henry. This opened up about, I think, a month and a half ago, this place. And every time we walk past it, it's always busy. Let's go to the 2nd floor. Usually they have the security guards that don't like us filming in here, but I want to check out how it looks for the holidays. Hey, Hawaii, what's up? Good to see you. Hawaii, welcome to Miami, Florida. We are now inside the Brickell City Center. This is such a unique building. Hey, Jonathan from Florida says happy Florida days. Tom, thanks for the tour. Thank you for your generous $20 donation. I appreciate it very, very much. Thank you for supporting our work and supporting the channel here at Walks and Wall Street. Appreciate you very much, Jonathan. So this is an indoor-outdoor mall, which is pretty cool. So we were just right down here on the street level. We just walked up the escalator And I believe there's 3 distinct floors. So the one we were on, and then this is the top floor. This has the best view of the city. But let's do a lap around and let's see how they've decorated the inside of the Brickell City Center for the holidays. I think they're just getting ready to close, but hey, NBA Elias, welcome to Miami. Hey, TD, Teresa Diaz, what's up? I remember the only difference between this year and last year is right here they had this big Jack Daniel's Christmas tree. It was like bourbon barrels. Does anyone remember that from last year's stream? There was like probably 50 bourbon barrels stacked on top of one another, and that was the Christmas tree in Miami. It's hilarious. Oh wow, Ernie's Tom in Denver. Brewing is my recommendation. Great food and beer. Let me take a screenshot of that. Thank you for that, Ernie. I will definitely go there if I am back in Denver. But Denver's a great city. Denver's a great American city. Hey, Michelle K, what's up? Michelle, welcome to Brickell. This is Saks Fifth Avenue. It's definitely not as nice as the one we have in New York City, the main holiday displays. We'll go up one more floor and then we will head out. This is the main Apple store here. Now, I'm not sure if the WeWork is still in here, but I would sometimes work right in here. Oh, it is still here. You can see the sign. This was one of my favorite WeWork offices, I would say, in Miami. They had another one at the 200 Southeast Financial Center. But right in here, you would go all the way down the hall in the elevator, and it was on the top floor. It was really nice. But with WeWork going bankrupt, I think they're going to consolidate a lot of their leases. So who knows? Maybe they won't keep that one. I hope they do. It was the best one they had. Hey, Patricia Ivory. This is where the decorations for the holidays. They just put the lights on the palm trees. That's really about it. You can kind of see it here. So they just put the lights on the palms. But guys, this is my favorite view from the inside, from the top floor of the Brickell City Center. What do you guys think? unique view from up here. You can see the Lucid Motors to the right. It looks like there's a Christmas tree down here. Let's go investigate that. But I definitely understand because, you know, we do the live streams in New York City, and that is a very, very big expectation to beat, right? I mean, nobody's going to beat New York City for the holidays. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's a Christmas tree. Let's see. All right, let's check it out. Hey, Joseph Hardaway, what's up? No way, Zozo Bob says this used to be a tennis club 30 years ago. That's insane. I can't even picture that. But if you're enjoying the live stream so far tonight, feel free to leave a like on the video and click the subscribe button if you're new. We usually do these streams every night starting at 8:30. And starting Sunday night, we should be back to our regular scheduled programming. I just had to take a couple of days off to sort of recharge here. Yeah, DM says Miami is a vibrant city. The buildings look vibrant and spacious. They definitely do. William says, what do you think of the auto dealers wanting to pump the brakes on EVs? Well, it's not profitable for any other company really but Tesla to sell electric vehicles. I think every time Ford sells an EV, they lose $34,000. I don't know if that's the exact number, but I think it's around there, which is just going to be more of a bullish sentiment or a bullish indicator for Tesla. So yeah, it's not profitable for any of the other auto OEMs, right, give or take, to really sell these EVs. It's a big money loser, but for Tesla, it's not. So I have a video I want to recommend to you, which sort of coincides nicely with this conversation. Anybody heard of the investor Ron Barron? Well, if you haven't, he's arguably one of the greatest growth stock investors of our time. He's about 82 years old right now. He's from New York City, born and raised, and he runs the Barron Funds. And his office is actually 2 blocks away from mine in New York City. So check him out, Ron Barron, and he just did his annual shareholders meeting, and he was talking about exactly this. And the bull thesis for Tesla, as well as SpaceX. I think I included the link to the video on my Twitter. So if you want to check that out, if you look at Walks Wall Street on Twitter, I think I posted the URL there. Hey, Carol H says, hey Tom, welcome to Miami. I was at Brickell. Oh, nice, very cool. You were at Mary Brickell Village yesterday. Check out the Christmas tree. All right, let's do it right now. Looks like the traffic is a little bit crazy, but yeah, we'll check it out. I'm only here for one more day, which kind of is a bummer, but I'm glad to be back. I took about 4 days off to just kind of chill out at the house. I did a lot of cleaning. I had a tenant in there for a month, so the place was it wasn't trashed, but it was dirty. So I just had to do deep cleaning and do a bunch of other stuff. So, but yeah, it's good to be back. But check that out, Ron Barron of the Barron Funds. Arguably one of the best growth stock investors of our time. So now we are transitioning from Brickell to Mary Brickell Village, which I believe they're going to tear it down and build something else, I think. Hey Lori, thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow. Hey Richard Vogel, what's up? Says it's crowded like New York. Yeah, I mean there's definitely a lot more people here than it usually is, and I think it's because the Art Basel is this week. So there's definitely a lot more people than usual in Miami this week. But still, I should say the volume of people should continue to pick up because of the snowbirds, right? A lot of New Yorkers, a lot of people from the Northeast and Canada tend to come to South Florida to spend the winters. And I think that's going to increase the population here as well. I wouldn't consider myself a snowbird just yet because I still spend the majority of my time in New York. But all right, wow, this looks really nice. We are now in the heart of Mary Brickell Village. I don't even think they really need to remodel this. I think somebody bought all the low-rise buildings here, and apparently they're gonna tear them down and build something else, but I'm not too sure if that's even needed, to be honest. Hey, Elizabeth Gill, what's going on? Someone says, I'll look up that Ron Barron article, thank you. So it's not an article. If you want, if you type !news, N-E-W-S in the chat, it'll drop the link to our Behind the Street newsletter, which I sent out to everybody on yesterday, actually, by the way. So if you have not received our free financial newsletter yet, as the robot is coming towards us, check your email. I sent it out last night. Let me know what you guys think. And if you want to sign up for it for free, just type !news, N-E-W-S in the chat. Oh, the dog does not like the robot. Pretty soon we're... That's hilarious. I wonder what this thing is doing. Look at this.
Put that on the lot.
Maybe it's delivering food, like an Uber. Yeah, in the next newsletter, which will be in 2 weeks, I will definitely include some excerpts from that. Carol H is up close. It is way more gorgeous. The foundation is beautiful. Can you cross the street? Yeah, let's do that right now. We'll cross at the corner. Yeah, that's right. Carol H. lives down here now, which is fantastic. It's a great city. It's fantastic. I'm really, really dreading leaving, but I gotta do what I gotta do. Whoa, I think this is new, right? Or is it just me? Is this bike lane new? I feel like it is. I don't know, or maybe I'm just hallucinating. Hey, Hawaii, this is Tom. Makes me want to visit Miami again. I haven't been there since 2004. Oh my God. Hawaii, you absolutely have to visit Miami again. You haven't been here since 2004? It's a completely different city. I mean, you're gonna be, I think you're gonna be in shock, honestly. It's a completely different city. Now, if the last time you've been here was 2004, I don't even think these buildings were built yet. So nothing that you see here really, I don't think was here the last time you went, which is kind of crazy to think about. Wow, Carol H, as I see these robots all over the city. They deliver food and they even cross the street. Hey, NBA Alliance, Miami is nice, but Fort Myers is the fastest growing city in Florida. Many Floridians moving to Fort Myers. I like Fort Myers, and I know a couple friends who actually just moved to Fort Myers within the last year, so you're correct. But they got really hit hard by the hurricane, which was terrible, so bad, which I think was almost 2 years ago now. Oh wow, you're right. The tree does look really good. We'll check it out from the other side. Wow. Lemonades is how are the people in Miami. I like the people here. I like my neighbors. I love it. I mean, I love it down here. I told you guys, if I could spend more time down here, I would. Hopefully next year, 2024 will allow us to do that. We're opening an office down here, by the way. I'm not sure I told you guys, but in February, we will officially be live here in South Florida at the Kirsten Jordan team at Douglas Elliman. And I think we're gonna land a lot of big new development projects down here, and we're excited about it. So if you want to learn more about that, if you type !Thomas, THOMAS in the chat, you could learn all about what we're doing here at the Kirsten Jordan team at Douglas Elliman. Steakhouse looks pretty good. All right, let's walk to the end of the block and then we'll double back and go all the way back. So I gotta get my, I think I gotta move my Vespa from that spot by 11 or 11:30, I think. Sorry. Now, a friend of mine is a big commercial real estate broker down here. His name is Omar Morales. You could look up his team. Really, really successful guy. I think he's about a year younger than me. So maybe you'll be seeing him on this stream later this year. Oh, tip of the mid says, do you ever go watch the boats fight the waves at Haulover? I do. I was at Haulover Inlet today, actually, but it was actually quite calm. Haulover was really, really calm today, but that is insane. So just to give you perspective, when I go home, I have to go over the Haulover Inlet. So I go over Haulover, I go through Sunny Isles Beach, and then I cross the intercoastal back onto the mainland, and that's where I live, in that vicinity. So it's awesome. I love Haulover Beach. That drive on the Vespa is unbelievable. If anybody's thinking about moving down here or just visiting, you gotta buy or rent a Vespa and do that ride. It's like the most scenic, beautiful drive ever. It's amazing. And that's the drive I do every day. It's awesome. Yeah, and you know, speaking of Sunny Isles Beach, there's also some more projects coming up. I believe they just started on the Bentley Design Tower at Sunny Isles. We got a bunch of the, what is it called? The pamphlets there at our office in New York City. When I get back to the office, I'll show you guys. Gina Thomas. Gina Thomas says you should create a separate YouTube channel to show your listings. I think I need to segment it out. I was thinking about that earlier. So 2024, there's gonna be a lot of changes here. This channel will only be for the live streaming. And then there'll be a Walks on Wall Street real estate channel where we will just solely showcase the properties that we're, you know, sort of putting on, selling, things like that. I think it's best to break them up for sure. I know Austin City Limits says we need another premiere of you cruising around. I just need the time to film them, but I think you're 100% right. Yeah, so I'm gonna have, well, in 2024, there's gonna be a lot of cool stuff coming, which I'm excited about. So we'll obviously keep this Walks on Wall Street to do the live streams, but we'll have Walks on Wall Street real estate, and then we'll also have a behind the street channel where we'll essentially be behind the desk, sort of breaking down the things that we write about in the newsletter. So if you get the Behind the Street newsletter, we'll have a separate, you know, sort of channel talking about and discussing the financial markets a little bit more in depth. And also I'll give some tutorials on how to build these financial models, right? Which I think will be really helpful to people and also helpful to me if anybody has any, you know, input on how I could, maybe you make, you know, your discounted cash flow models one way, I do them one way. I think that'd be a good learning thing there. Yeah, it's true. MBA says, Tom, at least Florida does not have a $68 billion budget deficit like California. That's true. I'm just worried about, I wouldn't say worried, but I think it is concerning, the property insurance crisis we have going on here. It's expensive. It's too crazy. It's gotten ridiculous, and I think that could be a little bit cataclysmic. But hey, AG Jordan is here. What's up? Good to see you. Sam M is here. Welcome. All right, I think we have to turn around just because I don't want to get back too late. And we'll cross this way. But what do you guys think of Miami so far? For those of you who have never sort of seen it on the live stream, I think it's a cool city. It's unique, right? Hey, James Davidson says, hey, Tom, back in Florida where it is nice and warm over there. Yeah, it is fantastic. It's been awesome. Weather's been great. There's the Metro mover going by. But I think that's what I may do tomorrow. I may wake up early and get a swim in. I haven't been in the ocean yet since I've been back in Miami. And the water today was ridiculously crystal clear. It was just a little bit too cold. It was honestly a little bit too cold to go in the water. It's only been like mid 70s, like 75, 77 degrees. Hey James, Tom, what is the temperature right now? I think it's warming up. I think right now it's 70, I think it may be like 75 degrees. For a night, that's pretty warm. Tomorrow it should be 80. I know, Hawaii's like, Tom, get in the water, it will be warm after a while. I think the thing I'm worried about is after I get out and I have to ride home all soaking wet. I'm gonna do it anyway because I'm not gonna be back here for another month. So I'm going in the water tomorrow for sure, guaranteed. All right, maybe we'll take a little shortcut. We'll go through Brickell City Center, but we'll walk all the way to the back.
Do my little.
Chris says it looks like a place to visit but wouldn't want to live. I honestly wouldn't want to live in Brickell either, I don't think. I think it's too busy down here. I live about 20 miles north of here. I think about 20 miles, maybe less. I think that may be way overstating it. I actually don't know. From here to Sunny Isles Beach area, I think that may be 10, I don't know, maybe 20 miles? 15, 20 miles? I think. Manel says, Tom, your dad is an actor. He is. He is. He doesn't do many movies anymore, though. He's kind of retired from it. All right, so we are going to cross again. This is a better shot, I think, of the Brickell City Center. I always forget what train that is. It's not the Metro Mover, the bright, I forget what train it is. I always forget. I don't know. Metro Rail, I think. But you know what? 20 miles, it doesn't feel like anything at all. Because when you're cruising on the Vespa, it's paradise. It's amazing. I'll get the exact mileage for you guys. But it's awesome. It's the best ride ever. I can guarantee you that. Trust me. Because you go over the intercoastal, you see all the palm trees, and when you're away from the city, right? When you're away from downtown Miami, when you're away from Brickell, and you're driving over the intercoastal, and you just see all the palm trees and the moon in the sky contrasted with all the clouds. It's an unbelievable sight. I don't really know how to explain it. You just kind of have to see it for yourself. But if you're blasting all the way up Haulover Inlet at night with the moon, the palm trees, and the clouds in the sky, it's unbelievable. It's nothing. There's nothing like it. It's unbelievable. Okay, we are going to continue straight. Hey D, what's up? Good to see you. Hey, Leah's here. This is Metro Rails, the metal wheels, the Metro Movers, the rubber tires. Got it. 10-4. I think that's one of the new Range Rovers. Yeah, but Leah, it's good to be back. I pretty much just took the entire week to hang out. Sort of hung around the house. It's been good. It's been awesome. Hey, Douglas. Miami is my second favorite downtown area. Good to see you, Douglas. Thanks so much for joining us. Hey Mohammed, this is Tom. I love your live streams because of you. Or I love Miami because of you. Thank you so much, Mohammed. Yeah, hopefully you will be making your way here. At least to visit or maybe move here. Who knows? Now, all the way in the distance, that is the Miami Tower. We're going to walk over the other bridge just to give you a different perspective on the views. All right, let's cross. I think this big vacant lot is going to be another massive building too. It almost kind of looks out of place, doesn't it? You have this massive vacant space here. Wow, someone says I have a photo of my uncle's Vespa from 1950s. So I'm looking at this very vintage Vespa. You know what, let me see if I can actually show you guys a picture of it. Hold on. I'm thinking about buying this for myself as a Christmas gift. Let me know what you guys think. This is a 1966. Let me know if you guys could see that. So I'm maybe gonna buy this one. This is an original 1966 Vespa. I think that thing looks so cool. I may get it. Maybe, I don't know. I kind of like how it looks retro. It's yellow, it's cool. It's a little too expensive, but we'll see. We'll see what my CPA says. Gina Thomas's maintenance, please buy a car. I don't know if I want to get a car right now. That's the thing. I don't know. If I'm gonna get a car down here, it's gonna be a Cybertruck or a Model X. Either one of those. All right, now this is a cool view. We're walking over the water. You see all the buildings in the distance, but watch the Metro Mover come over here in a minute. Looks like a very futuristic city. Look at that. Yeah, and that's all of the Brickell City Center that we just walked through. Man, this city is so cool. Someone's asking if I know how to do the maintenance on them. No, I don't, but I can learn. Hey, Mark Wilson's Tom, what's the temperature? It's probably 75 degrees. 75, a little windy, a little breezy. Not bad. Yeah, Douglas, I think, you know, a Tesla would be fine for driving around Miami because the loop is about 30 miles. It's about 30 miles to go all the way from Sunny Isles Beach down here and back. And I mean, if you have like a 250 mile range, I think that's way more than enough. I don't think you really need more than that. Yeah, we'll walk this way. We already walked by the water. think this should bring us by the hotel. Gina, what model Tesla does your what's it called? Does your neighbor have? The Cybertruck seems cool, but if I'm gonna be driving that in New York City, that may be a little bit overkill. I don't know where I would park that thing. But down here for sure, maybe even like a Model Y, just to leave it at the house. Or even leave it at the airport on like a trickle charger or something like that. Cut it here in a minute. Right. Well, we've completed the loop, which is what matters. And I will see you guys back in New York City on Sunday night. So thank you all for joining us here in Miami, Florida. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. We will be back to our regular scheduled programming starting Sunday. I just had to take a couple days off to relax, recharge, and then we are going to get after it again come Sunday. So if you enjoyed the live stream, feel free to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and if you want to receive our free financial newsletter, you could type !news, N-E-W-S, in the chat, and the Nightbot will drop the link to our Behind the Street newsletter that we sent out on Friday. Everybody, thank you so much. Signing off from Miami. We will see you back in New York. Gary Carpenter, Andy, appreciate it. Absolute Travel Adventures, Hawaii. Abdullah James Davidson, all of our great moderators, Joseph Hardaway, UniJ23, DM, MBA Elias, Carol H. There's always a bull market somewhere. You just need to know where to look. And I will see you guys back on Madison Avenue. Take care.